America's most evil company. It says chairman of Palantir. I've seen this clip. I put this in my main channel video before. I've heard of this company. It's basically, I don't know, from what I've heard, they're literally just trying to track everybody in the US. Trying to get info on everybody, and now they got like a deal with the government or something, which is crazy. Like, you could put all your political beliefs aside. That is fucking crazy. There should never be a company like that being involved with the government. That is scary. They're trying to steal our data and then make the AI database that predicts our future crimes. That is insane. So wait, you tell me right now, let's say I just litter. Are they gonna try to assume that, you know, that they're gonna put a tracker on me, and for the next 5 times I go out, they're gonna try to make sure I don't litter again? I don't even think like that's even a crazy thing to think that could happen in the future. Like, no doubt, once AI, give it like 50 years especially, it's gotten like much more accustomed to in life and whatnot. Give it that much time and I guarantee, bro, it's gonna be implemented.
You would prefer the human race to endure, right? You're hesitating.
Yeah, well,
yes?
I don't know. I would.
This clip is crazy.
I would,
This is a long hesitation. It's a long hesitation.
There's so many questions and
Should the human race survive?
Palantir's website is one of those where they just say shit without actually meaning anything. AI-powered automation for every decision? What the f are you even talking about, man? And every video on this topic is so confusing. Nobody...
Bro, I think in their world, like these super evil tech people, they want all like regular civilians gone. They just want us all replaced by like robots that they can control and just like manipulate. You know what I mean? Like, they can have like shadow clone puppets type shit and just have them do everything, and then just they can live the dream life and do whatever they want.
Nobody actually explains what they do, except me, of course. Palantir is the crystal ball from Lord of the Rings that allow people using it to see what is going on the other side of the world and also communicate with each other. And I think that explains basically everything that Palantir is doing. It is Big Brother. It is basically a big data collection company where they look at many different sets of data, connect the dots, and use it to determine if you have been a good boy or not in government.
This is giving vibes of like social credit, bro. The US, we are far above social credit, all right? Do not add this shit. We do not need social credit. We do not need to be tracked everywhere. Y'all, like, all these games asking for, or I said games, but games too. Games, just everything asking for an ID now. You got to verify your ID, this and that and whatever. It's getting scary. I'm gonna be real, bro. The only way you can like try to stand up for this shit is if there's some politician out there that is saying they're gonna go against it, then you just gotta vote for them, bro. That is literally the only way. Like, as of right now, bro, I feel like everybody in Gen Z, no matter how much you don't care about politics, I don't really care about politics like that, right? But I went out to vote. I'm gonna vote in the next midterms for whoever I feel is right. It's an important thing, bro, because this is the type of shit like may be implemented. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody out there that is going against it, then it's probably for your best interest to vote for them. And now if they fail, then it's nothing you could do. You're gonna have to move on. Like, a lot of politicians lie. But I think that's why it's important, you know?
That is one of their uses, because they do whatever their client needs at the time, because their client list stretches from the United States Army and CIA and FBI to ICE and to when.
If they're involved with the CIA and FBI, yeah, you know, they pockets is deep. Oh my God, they're implemented. Hey guys, Tom NFG here. You know, only half of you guys are subscribed and even less of you guys have noties on. I hate to be a burden, but you know, I really appreciate it if you hit that sub button and the little bell next to it. You know, it doesn't take long. I know you can get mixed up in the algorithm and everything. But yeah, also tune into the streams. You know, we have a lot of fun over there. I'm telling you, we have a lot of parties going on over there. Yeah, that's it. Bye. Damn. If that's true.
For example, they analyze all the data and help ICE figure out who is overstaying their visa, where they might be according to their family connections, workplaces, social media information and phone numbers. And when they
I didn't even know that. Okay, that kind of makes sense. But I thought it was like more of you have the info on the person already and you just go into the info and you're like going to their house.
Analyze all that data with the help of AI.
This just shows that the government is like way more advanced than people think. Like, the US right now and other countries have technologies that we don't even know. That is just crazy. Like, this may release in the future to the public in like 30 years. 100% they implemented for ICE. That is mad scary. I do got to be careful what I say. Yeah,
they get the answer and ICE gets to plan arrests and deportations, and Wendy's uses them to make their supply chain better, to get you your cheese sauce in a more productive fashion. They get these answers by just pulling massive amounts of data from everywhere and putting that data through AI to figure out the answer, whether it's deportations or Wendy's supply chains. They also work with healthcare companies. Whether or not you like Palantir is up to whether or not you are a Western supremacist, because that is the company.
Bro, everybody should be against this, bro. No doubt you should be against this
whole idea. Just hear the CEO out.
But the problem I care about is making America the dominant military force on the planet in a way that's so indisputable that our enemies and adversaries wake up.
Nigga, we're already the most dominant. No. This is a trick. You see what he's doing? Yeah, I know what he's doing. Peep game. He's trying to appeal to the right wing or some shit because, you know, Trump's in office and all of them are in office. He's trying to appeal to them so he can, like, put his shit in the government. That is literally what he's trying to do, bro. All these tech companies, you notice all of them switched up. Also, Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos, all of them switched up. Once Trump came in office, they're like, oh yeah, we love Trump, actually, this and that. They all switched up. Guarantee the other side comes in, they're gonna switch up again. That's what these niggas is literally slimy, bro. They're trying their best to grip on the government, bro, and like be dominant. Like America spends more on their military than like the next 10 biggest countries every year, bro. I guarantee we do not need these niggas in our shit.
In moderate to extreme fear.
Everybody's so fake, they just go with whoever's in power, yeah.
Basically analyze data so the government can use it. There's also a reason why Palantir's stock has rose rapidly after Trump came to power, because many of Palantir's former employees are in the Trump administration.
How old is that? There's a young dude here. How old is this dude? He looks like 19 or 20.
Employees are
Doge employee. Oh my god.
In the Trump administration now, and also because Peter Thiel, the guy in the beginning, has donated $1.5 million to Trump in 2016 and $15 million to JD Vance. They also helped the army that uses
15 mil to JD Vance. God damn, bro.
Bombs to do gender reveals in Gaza.
He's like, what? They did this? Jesus, bro. Yo, the world is so up now. I didn't even know this happened. It's guaranteed, bro. You do this shit, you going to hell, bro. It's over for you.
To deal with a lot of protests recently because of their involvement in the Gaza war, because they help Israel select targets in Gaza. Even a lot of their employees quit after this.
Wow.
And this company personally scares me a lot because they basically...
Yeah, and also, bro, you can't just be working for these companies and be like, hey, I'm just working for them for real. Like, I'm getting paid. I don't agree with it. Okay, then fucking quit, bro. Especially if you are that, like, smart, you could probably find another job real easy, bro. Like, this type of evil shit, bro. If you are working for the people helping them do this evil shit, bro, you are as fucking evil.
Have infinite funding now to spy on people and give companies and governments their services. And as you realize, this does not only include the American and Israeli governments, but also currently the UK one, where Palantir has been arguing with British doctors.
Damn, they're all over the fucking
about
world?
How they don't actually know what's best for patients.
What? Palantir's NHS data platform rejected by most hospitals.
Because the doctors thought Palantir was a sus company.
Oh. Yeah. And, you know, well, if you, do you want to hear my answer? Okay. So the primary source of in Palestine is the fact that Hamas has realized that there are millions and millions of useful idiots that will...
Oh my God, this is bad.
Mostly terrorists, that's true.
The only thing I can think about is that America became everything it was accusing China of doing. They use face tracking software to judge if you're a good person or not.
Nah, real shit, y'all. Even when Trump started this time, I'm like, all right, bro, there's certain shit he's not gonna do. But like, bro, like whatever corruption he was doing in his first term, bro, nigga upped it by 10x. Like at this point, I think he is literally just going out with the bang. He does not give a f. Every single thing he could get through, any type of money he could get, he's just letting it go through. If you put through with the White House with $1 million, he's gonna be like, what do you want me to do? His first term was not too bad because he does not have a lot of influencers toward all houses. But yeah, no, his first time he definitely got stopped a lot, what she was trying to do. Even now though, bro, he's getting like stopped a lot by different federal courts and whatnot. But yeah, it's like the amount of corruption, bro, like the money corruption. Like you could just pull through $2 million. You're gonna be like, all right, you want me to do this? I'm gonna do it. Y'all remember they were literally trying to add in the big beautiful bill that states won't be able to regulate AI for the next 10 years. Like you can't prosecute AI companies. That is fucking insane, nigga. And it was these companies like paying them and being like, all right, just add it.
Don't do that. Trump taps Palantir to create a master database on...
The good thing about politicians is, yeah, they're slimy, they'll agree with certain shit, but as soon as they have a threat to be kicked out, they change their tune instantly. Bro, they're like, all right, yeah, if this is gonna make me lose the election, a lot of these politicians, they just like holding on to that power. And if they get threatened to lose it, it's over for them. And I think it's more apparent now than ever. In the past, it was kind of like that, but like, bro, it's really been up now. Especially the people that have been in like political office for like 40, 50 years, they don't want to lose it. It's like their whole identity.
On every American.
Mr. Teal, do you have any comments about Palantir's surveillance of the American people, sir? Or any of their connections to Jeffrey Epstein? I think people are rather concerned about that last.
Of course he met with Epstein, bro. Like every rich person, every rich celebrity connected to the government in some way had to have met with Epstein. Of course.
Everyone, you're setting up a big brother surveillance system and people know it, sir. You think the American people want this surveillance tech being used against them? Any comments at all on the Epstein connections? You're meeting with them. People are waking up to what you're doing there, sir. That's why we're here covering this.
So now a private company is going to have data about every single American, which AI can use to judge if you've been a good boy or not, which is the most dystopian shit I've ever seen. We're all used to the fact that social media companies store your data to serve you more personalized ads, but this is crazy because this is a file on who you are as a person, including every single detail of your life, including the IRS, Social Security, immigration databases. This is some Metal Gear Solid shit.
Bro, I think eventually if they try to do this shit, literally the government just clamps on everything. They're scanning everything about you. You can't do anything or whatever. It's bound, bro, to create a fucking buildup of damn near like a revolution, bro. That shit, the government tracking every single thing you can do, bro, trying to predict your crimes. Yeah, no.
We'll pull all the data together and then AI will quote unquote profile behavior, detect fraud, and identify individuals or patterns deemed risky by the system. So basically, they will police you based on what the AI thinks you might do in the future. Where if they think you're a threat, the police might pull up on you based on the assessment of AI. And I don't want AI making decisions about people, man. But Palantir is not the only one using AI for dystopian national defense. OpenAI also landed a $200 million contract with the Pentagon. Like, look at this. On the right, they're framing it as OpenAI is just going to explore the military industry to address national security challenges.
Yo, it's crazy, bro. Because a lot of the shit Trump is doing, bro, if Kamala did it, do you know how these niggas would be acting? Bro, I think they damn near would have tried to overthrow it already. Like, imagine she did this. They'd be like, oh, these woke liberals are trying to scan everything in our life, this and that, trying to figure out this and that. Oh my god, bro. It's so hypocritical, bro.
And on the left, it tells you that
they would never let her do it. I mean, honestly, it wouldn't be her choice. I'm gonna be real, bro. Kamala is like, okay, Trump is obviously like extremely controlled, but Kamala's controlled too. Like, both of them niggas is definitely controlled, no doubt. But Joe Biden, we could tell, bro, he was controlled. Everybody knew that too. Like, damn near every person that gets in like the presidential office is controlled by like certain things. And something like this, bro, she got money, probably would have done it.
For war. And also gives you the information
yeah, the
right there
media
that
will be insane.
To make this deal, OpenAI quietly ended their promise of using AI for military purposes. Grateful for technology because he can force it on people with technology, using donations to politicians and his own tech.
The basic idea was that we could never win an election on getting certain things because we were in such a small minority. But maybe you could actually unilaterally change the world without having to constantly convince people and beg people and plead with people who are never going to agree with you through a technological means. And this is where I think technology is this incredible alternative to politics.
Also, most of the clips I have been using beforehand was from the co-founder, the chairman, not even the CEO. So let's hear him out.
Well, I love the idea of getting a drone and having light fentanyl-laced urine spraying on analysts who tried to screw us.
Like, these are people that run major companies. You can't even say this is like a person just joking or something. Like, it's somebody on a board member, somebody on a team. That's the CEO. He runs the company, bro. Probably a multi-billion-dollar company. Why are you saying this? Does he hire something? I don't know.
I personally would not condone spraying fentanyl on...
Bro, I miss CEOs in the past, bro, when like you didn't see them on social media all the time. You didn't see them like trying to be celebrities and shit, bro. They just sat back and ran companies. They didn't even say anything, bro. That was just the good times, man. Look what it's become.
Analysts with a drone.
They used to be so quiet back then, yeah.
Would call you insane if someone said that. But I'm not American, you know. Here in Eastern Europe, we prefer corrupt oligarchs as leaders that probably don't have their separate islands. Probably, though. I don't know for sure. He also said that the US will very likely fight a three-front war against Russia, China, and Iran. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. You can take Russia and Iran out together. I sincerely believe that. But I don't know how the you're planning to add China to that list. I know the company's main goal is to make...
Okay, first off, why is he speaking on wars? You're not the president, bro. Nigga, what? Run your little stupid fucking company. He's not even gonna be involved in the war, bro. He wouldn't even be one of the soldiers on the field. Be watching from above.
America's enemies afraid, but Russia, Iran, and...
Why are we fighting them? Because... Palantir said so, man. They said, we're threatened.
China together? Bro, China has a bazillion people, bro, and good military. There's no way. Mr. Karp said that we are very close to Terminator robots. What? AI Terminator robots?
I think we are. I think he's right on that. We're definitely close to, like, robot soldiers that are gonna be, like, sent on fields.
Oh my god, man. What the fuck? So not only are we determining who is good or bad with AI, but now we are doing Terminator robots. I don't think I can trust a company whose whole business model is determining who is good or bad with data. And side by side, they would have Terminator robots. I just don't think those two would mix well, you know? In 2017, Google won a Pentagon contract, Project Maven, which would help the military use Google's AI to analyze drone footage. And then the employees protested, telling the CEO that Google should not be in the business of war. And soon after, Google backed away from the project. But then Palantir came through saying, Silicon Valley is telling the average American, I will not support your defense needs, while selling products that are adversarial to America. That is a loser position. And then picked up that contract 2 years later.
What did they even do to get rich? What did Palantir do before being involved in the government?
I think the government side of Palantir is the worst side, honestly, because I don't really see how Wendy's using Palantir can be of many daily dangers, but a government making a file on every single person with AI determining whether they're a good boy or a bad boy can most definitely be used wrong. Because even like Ferrari and Airbus uses Palantir to streamline their production process. But to have AI deem you risky or not based on your behavior.
There's just a moment of reckoning has arrived for the West. Our culture has fallen into shallow consumerism while abandoning national purpose. Too few in Silicon Valley had asked what ought to be built and why we did. We built Palantir to ensure America's future, not to tinker at the margins. On the factory floor in the operating room across the battlefield, we built to dominate. Join us? Oh, no. Why are they talking like it's a cult, bro? Join us. Join us. Yeah, no, I'm good, man.
Combined with the fact that ICE got massive salary raises, it cannot be good for the immigrants, as we already saw, but for already born and raised Americans, it can also f you up because Palantir's Gotham software determines who gets flagged for closer scrutiny by law enforcement and immigration officers with their predictive policing. You cannot predict what I'll do. I put a dildo on my ear pretending I was talking to Olaf Scholz. You cannot predict this. So if the AI predicts that you might be on some bullshit in its own eyes, you will get flagged for closer.
Bro, this is even worse. Imagine them just putting like target this group of people, target this group of people. They can literally have it target any group, bro. Like nobody should fucking be for this. It's weird.
Scrutiny from law enforcement. I don't want fucking Palantir GPT sending my file to the police because I texted my friend, I think Israel is killing too many people. Naively. I just don't think anyone should have this amount of power, any government or anything. Because at this point, you just have to pray they are good people instead of lunatics who would use it against you. But it's like having nukes. It's better that nobody fucking has it because all it takes is Pakistan and India beefing more and we are all dead because this technology will get transferred to other countries as well, you know? And all it takes is one evil ass government to everything up with this technology. They also did some sus shit in JP Morgan where, according to the report, using the technology, JP Morgan looked for signs of upset and irritated employees to help prevent insider threats against the company. This was done.
Huh? You can't even be mad at your job anymore, nigga? You can't be mad that you're getting too much work or something, or that you're stressed through the day because like your boss was being annoying? Now you're gonna be labeled a threat by the company? This company, oh my god, bro. This literally is one of the most evil companies here. Holy shit. Can't even hate working.
Done by looking at GPS locations, emails, transcripts from recorded calls, as well as past history of the employee. The program even took it as far as physically watching suspects after hours. Oh my god, man. I would be so fucking pissed if I found out my office job was watching me after work. Bro, I was pulling night shifts at 18 and you're gonna watch me after that as well? I would have crashed out. I was being
It's like most people do not like, I'm not say do not like their job or like just get irritated with their job. There's a lot of people out there just get irritated with their job and then now they have the threat of getting tracked all the time. They have to act happy all the time and say they love their job.
$400 a month working night shifts. On top of that, if they spied on me, I would fucking tweak. Then they would have an actual threat on their hands. No. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke, man. I would never hurt a fly. I always thought that these people who install Linux and shit and switch to all these privacy first software were a bit too paranoid, but they were completely correct. Having AI
the people that prepared, like, bro, even the people that got those doomsday bunkers and shit, imagine if they're right, on the chance they're right, we say this is like dumb or whatever.
Determine if you should
be, and then if you don't have anything prepared, it's
investigated by the police cannot be a good idea. So there's a lot of things you can can do to make your data more private. For messaging, Signal is the best application by far because even the American government
Bro, I'm not trying to message everything through like this app.
uses it, and Edward Snowden, who was a massive whistleblower. For web browsing, Firefox or Brave browser is the best, and I don't know anything else, and I'm not being paid to say any of this, but also I'm pretty sure Windows watches me jack off. I'm like 80% certain there is no way an operating system should lag as much as Windows does on my fucking monster computer. This month I did 3 videos in a month, bro. You should subscribe only for that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and like and subscribe.
Okay, W video, man. Hey, you know, if end times come around and we all end up getting tracked for everything, just want to say it was a fun ride. Right, we get tracked on everything we do. It's a fun ride. But I truly think if they try to do that, try to implement that, people are going to get pissed, bro, and it'll be a revolution. Yeah, if you're watching the 2, make sure to join the Discord and watch the streams.
Subscribe to Tommy and FG.